Hi, welcome to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time in my journal. I have some days to catch up on. As you know, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I went out of town for a little weekend getaway for my birthday, and then I came back and I was sick for a week. So I have, a lot of blank pages. I'm not going to say I'm behind. I just have a lot of blank pages. So I thought I would, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to do any of those things. I have gathered a few things, and I'm just going to spend 30-45 minutes and see what I get done and have some fun. This is the 9th, so as you can see, I am behind. But I didn't want to breeze over our trip. It's like the most fun thing I've done this month, and it wasn't like, it was just a couple hours away. It was just a little 2-night stay, but it was my birthday and we had a good trip, and I didn't want to just breeze over it and slap something down. So I just want to have a little fun. So I think I have all of the stuff that I, am going to use, and hopefully I do. So we went, like I said, this is Thursday the 9th, and I had a doctor's appointment first thing that morning. Make sure I have you right where I need you, and hopefully you can see. I had a neurology appointment, and that went well. So I have my little doctor lady right here, and I think I like this layout. I went ahead and did just some dauber lines. I used the yellow dauber to, this little guy, did some lines. I find that I'm liking that best, either with the marker or the dauber. It's not so overbearing with just the lines, but then it also gives you something to write on too if you want. But anyway, it just puts a little bit of color, and I'm happy with it. I don't have anything glued down. I found some small glue sticks. I'm trying to save my larger glue sticks for gluing my pages together. And let's see, let me get this glued down. Yesterday I spent some time, I don't want to say I was uninspired, but I was overwhelmed. Maybe that was the biggest thing, because I had so many blank pages and I didn't really know where to start. So what I ended up doing, after I frustrated myself trying to force something to work, I kind of backed up and I said, nope, I'm just going to do something creative. I spent an hour, and I didn't video. I didn't actually put anything in my journal. I spent an hour, I die cut. Let me see. Well, no, first I did this. This was a printable from Pocket Journal Pam, probably a couple of years ago. And there were just some like journaling spots. I already had them printed. I spent some time going through the printables that I already had. And I cut these up. I thought, well, it's just some, general fun colors. And I thought, well, I might use those for a little pocket or a tag or something like that. And then, let me dump these out right here. I also had gone back to work at the clinic yesterday, and that's the first time I've been there in like 3 weeks. So I only had probably an hour or two before we had to go somewhere else. And so that was probably part of my frustration, is I knew I only had this much time to create something, and I was trying to force it. So instead, I just went through, I picked out some of my, papers and some colors that I might want coming up. And I die cut some numbers, and that's going to save me on each page. It's going to save me from having to print out and cut out a number. Or like I said before in another video, I can write my number on here. But anyway, isn't that cute? Just some little rainbow chevron paper, and then just some blue kind of textured paper, basic yellow. I had this, and it's not a paper that I thought was super pretty until I started cutting it. Just some real pale pink stripes. But sometimes patterns that are overwhelming on a large piece of paper are not so overwhelming and overpowering when they're in little small tidbits. So with that, that was what, oh, and I picked a couple of magazines, because what was frustrating me is I couldn't find something that I knew I wanted on my journal page. So after I tore up my craft room, I tore up another space. Now I have a mess to go back and clean, and I still didn't find what I was looking for. So that, I think, was adding to the frustration as well. So I'm assuming that we all go through that periodically. And I know that I make the biggest messes, unproductive messes, when I'm in a hurry. And I need to not do that. When I don't have time to just sit here and enjoy the process, I just need to not force it. And so I realized that yesterday, and it ended up being productive. The other thing I let myself do was to go through some magazines. And I just picked 2 or 3 of them and got out of my craft space. I went and sat on the couch, put on a YouTube video that I just could listen to, you know, that I didn't really have to pay close attention to. And I just went through some magazines. And then I found, basically I found what I needed. It wasn't what I was looking for, but I found something that would work. Plus I found some things that inspired me. So, this I had, already printed and already had tucked in for these days. And this was just a little, I'm assuming it's a guy and a girl and they're going on a road trip. So, we went to on Thursday night, we went to my neurology appointment, and then we left. Well, we came back home, picked up our, just packed up the truck, and then we left. So I'm going to do that right here. Oh, one of the things that I was looking for that I could not find and ended up making a huge mess was, do you remember I showed you these cute little dies that I got for my birthday? I can't find them. I brought them in here, which is not where I keep my dies, and now they're not where they're supposed to be. So anyway, I wanted to cut out some of these in different colors, because I wanted to do that right there, and I didn't want this hot pink. But actually, even though I've already glued it down, I might still use it. I don't know. But I'm going to set it there. I'm not going to glue it in. I'm going to see if I like it. If I do end up liking it, then I'll keep it. If I don't, then I just won't. I just won't. So we left here. We went to Gulfport, Mississippi. There's a couple reasons that we go over there. We went for our anniversary. I think it was 21. It was after everything had opened back up, but like right before my paralysis, right before I got sick. So it was like the last trip that we did. It was in June of 21, I believe. When we went over, it was our 25th anniversary, I think. And we went and retraced our first steps of our honeymoon, which had been 25 years ago at that time. So that was fun. There's like an art museum. There's a really fast go-kart track, like a NASCAR, that goes, these go-karts go like 70 miles an hour. It was crazy. So there's lots of things to do. There's also casinos in Biloxi, which is right near Gulfport. But we typically like to go into Gulfport. There's only one casino there. And we do go, and we enjoy it, but it's not the only thing that we do. So, anyway, but on the way there, we had some free play and some stuff at the Hard Rock Casino, which is in Biloxi. So we stopped there, and, we played on their dime for, I don't know, an hour or two. And then we moved on. And so I think I'm going to put this in as just a flip, just to show that we went there. We weren't there long, like I said. Let me see if I can get to my washi without making a huge mess or a huge avalanche. And then, actually, no, I'm just gonna, sorry, my reach. I'm going to use my clear tape for the moment. And I was going to do it here. I think I'm going to do it here. Yeah, that looks like a really good idea. I could do it up. Hey, looky there. And I even remembered to straighten it before I taped it down. Imagine that. But there is a, well, I'll tell you about that later. We also like to eat at the Hard Rock Cafe. And so, anyway, we just, like I said, we just stopped in there for a little bit. It's kind of on the way to Gulfport from where we live. So it wasn't like it was out of the way or anything. And then we went into Gulfport. There was a sign I was trying to get a picture of on the way in, and I just didn't get it. This was the little thing from our room, you know, the little pocket that they put your key in. I'm gonna do a little flip with it, and this is the picture. I've gotten to where ever since I've been, I hate to say disabled, but I am. I mean, that's just what it is. Call it what it is, right? Differently abled, if you want to really get technical. But ever since my paralysis, whenever we did start venturing back out, which it was not for a while, it became a really big deal what kind of bathroom the hotels had and what kind of accommodations they had, things that I never thought about before. Even though I don't have to have the wheelchair anymore in the room, I can get around the inside the actual hotel room with my walker or cane. I still have to be able to use the wheelchair other places. And then the bathroom is the biggest deal because I can't get into a regular without taking my big bath bench. I have a big transfer bench that I still have to use at home. So, what was I doing? Anyway, and you probably don't necessarily want to know all of that, but it's why I randomly have, or why I have what seems like a random picture of a hotel bathroom. And this is the world I live in right now. May not be forever, but I want to document what room that was, and so that I know that the next time I go, I can ask for that room. Doesn't mean I'll get it, but I can ask for it. And so, the only other place that we've gone was a smaller hotel somewhere in Alabama that we like to go. There's a big nursery up there, and there's May's craft store. May made it, and it's in Clanton, Alabama. So we go up there sometimes because we fish up there, and I get to go to the big nursery, and I get to go to May's craft store. So that's the other place that we go, and so I know what room number I can ask for there. It's a small little hotel, and so I know that I can get that room, and I don't have to stress about, am I going to be able to take a shower? Am I going to be able to fit through the door of the bathroom with my walker? Am I going to be able to blah, blah, blah? So it just gives me some peace of mind. So now I've gotten to where that's why I take a picture of the room or the bathroom whenever we go places. So there, that was the long, you know, long explanation of that you probably did not care to know. But now you do. So, oh no. Did you hear that? That was what you call a washy avalanche. Nice. This is sitting up underneath my table right there where my knees are, and I just knocked it over. It was neatly in rows and color coordinated at one point, but here lately I've been plundering in it. Maybe that was a sign that some of these washi in here I need to use. Anyway, pardon me while I clean up my mess for just a second. I bet none of you have ever done that before. Oops, see? Here we go. I want to use that washi. So there we go. Happy accidents, right? Maybe I want to use that one too. Maybe I want to use that one. I don't know. This is like, you know, you hear a 52 card pickup. That was like 152 washi pickup. Well, while I'm in here, I might as well see if there's anything else I want. Oh, that's a good one for Valentine's Day whenever I get to that. If I ever get to that. Oh, Valentine's Day. I didn't even know it happened. I was so sick. I did not even know I existed on Valentine's. The only thing I remember is he came in, I guess, either when he came home from lunch or came home from work. And he brought me this little bag of candy, and he brought me a little stuffed bunny. And into my sick bed. Oh, here we go. Life is an adventure. Well, I don't get to take too many adventures these days, or haven't been. So, I might as well use the washi on the adventures that I do get to take. So, there. Now, let me put this somewhere where I'm not going to knock it over again. All right. Apparently that washi wanted to participate in today's journaling session. I think I like this little piece of paper. It I think wants to live on this page as well. It's a little bit big. I could do that and then journal that, but anyway, I'm gonna just kind of eyeball this as far as where I want it. And I had my cutter right here, so I figured I might as well, and I had that scrap. So I figured I might as well use it. But, anyhow, so I kind of like that. Breaks up the stripe a little bit. I have that here, I have that here. I really want to find that and do that in a different color because I'm not feeling that real. It's not fluorescent, neon is the color I keep thinking of. Okay. So then I was going to try to find a little clip art, like two ladies playing slot machines. I found, actually, let me see if this works. No, I don't like that as much. I still like that. I can put it wherever up there I want. So, the first night that we were there, I have one machine that I play. And that's pretty much it. And my husband likes to play the, and so do I. We like to play the cards. You know, like, it's not poker, but there's one there that we like called Mississippi Stud. Anyway, so I met this lady. There's like 3 of these machines right here together. And so right off the bat, my husband said, you don't take 5 minutes to meet a new friend. So I found a friend that was just getting there as well. And she was staying the same length of time and on the same floor I was on. So that worked out very well. And so I don't really have any creative ideas on how to put those on the paper. So they might just get glued down. Which is fine. And then she was drinking this drink called a Brandy Alexander. And I had never had one, so I tried it. Actually, I'm thinking I like them kind of like this. Just kind of really off, you know. Is that too, you know, too... I don't know. Anyway, but I'm liking that. I like this. That'll do. I think that's all I have to put on that first day. Because like I said, we just got there. Let me make sure I don't want to use this for something. I mean, that kind of takes up the whole thing anyway. There's really no yellow in that. There's no yellow in that either. Not that there has to be. Well, I guess that kind of it. It's just an orangier yellow. This has more yellow. I don't know. I think I'm trying to do something that's totally not necessary. It was just pictures. I'm just going to put them in here. I'll put them in here like this. That one actually will end up hiding behind that. and then I can kind of journal around them. So I'm going to glue this one down while I'm thinking about it. And then I'm going to move on to the next page. So like I said, I'm just going to kind of get some of this done. One, because I need to move on to current days, and all of this stuff keeps falling out of my journal every time I flip a page. So I'm ready to have this glued in. So, and this is right on the water. It's not, we don't go there for the beach because honestly, our beaches are prettier. That sounds whatever, but it's true. Our sand is like soft, white, fluffy sand, and the further west we go along the coast, it gets darker and grittier, if that like has more rock in it. I don't know, whatever. I'm not a, you know, I've got this upside down. Anyway, I'm going to put those there, and then I can journal underneath them. So there, decision made. Yeah. Look at me making decisions. So, anyway, but it is neat. They have a big port there. And so it's neat to go look at, you know, some of the ships. Depending on what time of the year it is, they, you know, sometimes you catch like a, when we used to go, or when we have gone, like when we went for our anniversary, it's in June. And so that's usually when they do, like, I think that's when it is, the blessing of the fleet. I think it's in June. It's really a neat, they're in the pass, which you can see from these casinos too. And like their parking garage, or just standing on the beach or the port dock or whatever. They have the blessing of the fleet, and it's, I think, the beginning of when the shrimping season starts. And so that's neat to watch. So there's just a lot of interesting stuff. I'm not having a whole lot of faith in this this glue stick right at the moment. So I'm gonna go back to my bigger one for this bigger piece and see if I can just when I have a little more faith in it, I might use it for bigger things, but for right now I don't. So I don't really need to write a whole lot about that. I'll write about, you know, meeting my friend. I'll write about going to the doctor's visit. The doctor ordered a driving evaluation. Yay! I might actually get to drive soon. It's been going on 2 years now. So my right foot has to cooperate, or I have to have adaptive equipment. And I'm really trying hard not to have my car adapted if I can help it, money-wise mainly. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just, if I don't have to spend the money, I have no idea how much that costs. And I don't know that much about it, but I know that there's like hand controls, there's a left foot accelerator, things like that. And I just don't, I know that it's not going to be, if I knew that it was going to be a permanent situation, I would have already done it. And I think that's the bigger thing. I know that it's not. So let's see. So this was actually my birthday. And perhaps I will use, let's see. I have some numbers cut out. See, this is what I did yesterday. I thought, well, I know I'm going to be working on some of these days. And I'm just going to have a few things that are cut out. It's a way of creating without, you know, you can create the pieces to what you need without being inspired, you know, to do the entire project. I'm going to take these out. That's for the next day. So I need to figure out what color I'm going to do my background. I'm going to pick, I am going to use one of these from this day. Maybe that. Maybe, I'm thinking I like that one. but I'm going to leave those two out. So those are the two I have to choose from. And probably that one, because one of the pictures I'm going to use is this, and I'm going to put it in here. They had a big Mardi Gras tree. If you watched my last video, I think it was my last one, the collage, ooh, mercy, I can't talk today. The collage weekly planner video, I talked about Mardi Gras. This is one of the areas, the further west we go, you know, from where I live to this area, well, actually all the way over to New Orleans. New Orleans is big Mardi Gras town. So is Mobile. And those two places argue over rights for where Mardi Gras started. I don't know which one is right and which one's not, but I know that that's an ongoing debate. New Orleans says that it started there. Mobile says it started there. Personally, doesn't matter to me. I think it's kind of funny, but it's not relevant to my world per se. I don't get into it like some people do. It's not something that I'm, you know, not really that fond of. Today technically is what they call Fat Tuesday, which is a huge, it's like the ultimate, I think that's one of the biggest days of the Mardi Gras week. So, like right now, the whole town of Mobile is closed down, I do believe. Or maybe not the entire town, but a good chunk of it. And I'm sure there's lots of partying on the street, and probably in New Orleans as well. But it's not something that I have ever really done much of. So, I've already talked about that in another video. So, no point rehashing that. But all that was to say, there was this, I don't know if you can see it, it's a huge, this is like where the second story of the building starts. So this tree is 2 complete stories tall. And it's got, this was kind of a creepy mask. But see the colors, the green, purple, and gold, or yellow gold. And it's, got it in the right place? It's just not my thing. But I document it because it's that time, and they have this tree there that stays there all year long. And like if you go over in May, June, or July, it'll be decorated in red, white, and blue for Memorial Day, and then through 4th of July probably. So I just think it's neat, and it's fun to look at, but it's not. Actually, I got up and went back to my favorite machine that morning. This was my birthday morning, and I think that was that morning. Anyway, whatever day that was, I got 50 free spins. So I won some money. Enough to play on for the rest of the time we were there, but not like I came home with, you know. When people talk about winning money at casinos, most of the time they're not really talking about what they came home with. I mean, let's be real. So when we go, we are very responsible gamblers, and we only do this like once or twice a year. And we have a set amount of money that we're allotting ourselves, and if it's gone, it's gone. Now on this trip, because it was my birthday, I had a good bit of free play, so it was well into the weekend before I ever touched money that we brought from home. And we had free food. Oh, that reminds me, I did not, that's just one of the little cash out vouchers. Obviously that's not, you know, I wouldn't have brought one home that had a lot of money on it, because that's, you know, you cash that out. I don't think that let me look at my little cheat sheet here. That's that Mississippi stud. It's fun, and the camaraderie is what we enjoy, because he and I can sit at a table, and if you get 3 other people, I think there's 5 people at a table and then the dealer, and if you get a good group of people, which we found, and we sat there for hours and played, And you just have fun. It's kind of like, you meet people, you sit around, you talk, and, some of the dealers are fun. Some of them are not. Some of them are stick in the mud. But fortunately, they change about every 15 minutes anyway. So if you get one that you don't necessarily care for, they're going to move anyway. This is the next day. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put this on the next day. Actually, all of that goes on the next day. Well, I should have probably printed out. This one actually has the 10th on it. Should have. Oh, I was going to do a background. I think, are you ready for this? I think I might do a purple background. Yes, I said purple. Either that or, well, I don't know that I want to do this teal. Ooh, mercy. That's going to be messy. I don't know if you can see that. I just blobbed a big old blob of it. I don't think I have a paper towel. Do I really want purple on my birthday? Man, I really don't. But I'm going to do it on this side. I can always cover it up, right? Because I could do that teal, but the stuff I'm using is teal. So I don't really know if I want to do that. I could do purple, alternate the purple and teal. I could alternate the purple, green, and teal, but I don't like Mardi Gras enough to do that. So, okay, I'm going to alternate. I'm going to do teal. And my daubers are sketchy like this. When I see Elizabeth use hers, they're not sketchy like that. I do not know if I'm doing something wrong. Last month I thought it was my paper, but it's not. That's a little bit better. I had to really coax it. Okay, I'm going to, I guess I should go ahead and carry it all the way across. Yeah, might as well. Might as well. And I could do teal and yellow if I really don't want to do purple, but I might do a couple stripes of purple and a couple stripes of yellow. I much prefer teal over purple. And since it's my birthday journal page, I don't want something on here I don't like. But I think because the purple is in this, let's see, I'm going to use that. So I might actually bring in like a blue and a yellow. We might just make this a very festive page. Sure, why not? Why not? Let's use all the colors. Can we be random? Can I do random? I don't know. I don't know if I can. Let's see. I'm going to try. Yellow. And then you get some different. Oh, I got green in there anyway, see? That worked out. And that gives me just enough to do a few stripes. Just like, ooh, mercy, that's dark. Ooh, gotta be careful using that on that yellow. Alrighty. Well, that's not horrible. It's very fun, very festive. It looks very dark in the camera, but it's not that dark. Do I really want to do that again? Sure. Might as well. I'm going to do the yellow all the way down just so that I have some light. And also because it gave me that green. Ooh. But look what it did to my dauber top. It's alright. That's what the underpaper is for. Okay, so I'm going to try to do that as light as I can over here. Did not do any of this. Did I do regular blue? Yeah, you almost can't tell the blue from the teal, huh? But, well, I didn't allow myself any purple down here, but I'll get it in there. There we go. That's good enough. I like that one better than that one. Okay, so that kind of blobbed. So after it dries, I'll glue that there. I'll glue this here. I may not finish this one on this video because I'm thinking I probably have some happy birthday stuff. I didn't even think about that when I started that. And that makes that paper buckle just a little bit. But yeah, I'll try to get this. I don't have to have that right there either. I can put that like right here. Or maybe I should put it on the purple. I didn't know. I can't put it right here right now because that's wet. That's what's throwing me off. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this one up here. This was just a little selfie we did. We take goofy selfies. He always over exaggerates his expression because I tell him, make sure you open your eyes. And so, you know, I'm going to glue this down and then trim it. But I love that. If you saw that video I did about my birthday party, that was like the week before my birthday, actual birthday. One of my siblings gave me this die cut set that's a little Polaroid, camera, and then this is a little phone camera, but I think they make just cute additions to, you know, a little frame your photos a little bit, something different. Put my pen back in here. Sometimes I feel bad that I don't finish a page like on a video sometimes. I probably could if you'd rather see that, but I don't tend to journal like that, and I know that that seems to be a common theme, you know, among other people who journal and who do videos of their journaling. So I know it's not just me. I might have actually made that too matchy-matchy. Let's see if I can darken the edges. I'm taking the blue and darkening it a little bit. I don't know if that will help, but it can't hurt, I don't think. Let's see. Do y'all still hear my squeaky stool? I can't seem to get... definitely want that there. I definitely want that there. This can go kind of together, I guess. Like that. And I actually thought that I had more to put on here. I have these, and I can put that on there. I really think I want it on the next page. The next day was when we were going home, and we stayed there for a little while. I have this, I think I'm gonna do this right here, or wherever I end up putting that, these pictures. I might do that because that kind of carries that across. I'm gonna put this was just that piece from that other video I didn't use. It was off of a flyer, but it was Mardi Gras themed. And so I think I'm going to use that and kind of have the pictures, you know, on there like that. I think that'll work. Unless it needs to go below, and it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all. I do kind of like that though. Okay, sure, why not? Let's put it down. If we like it, let's commit to it. But I think I have a happy birthday. You know, I wasn't thinking about that when I was getting my stuff together. You would have thought that I would have remembered that because, you know, well, it was my birthday after all, right? But it seemed like it was so long ago at this point, because as soon as we came back, well, actually, I started feeling a little run down the second day we were there. And I just I was feeling achy, but I'd been pushing my wheelchair across the carpet was kind of thick. And so when I woke up then, and the bed was hard. So when I woke up the next day and I was achy and very tired, I blamed it on, you know, sleeping on a new bed that wasn't all that comfortable. Well, it was just hard. A lot of hotel room beds are hard. And they're just, you know, they're made for, obviously, especially at these casinos. And we did get free rooms. So that was nice. We got free food, free rooms. And so, you know, we had our play money and our gas, and that was pretty much it. I have not glued these down, so I will do that now. I think that's dry enough. And let's see what else we can get into. I think I'm gonna glue this down with this since it's a little thicker. Cardstock. It's not thick cardstock, but it's thicker than the normal thin paper I glue in the journal. There. I don't get many photos of us. I definitely don't get many photos of us that are view-worthy, public-worthy, let alone YouTube-worthy. That one I don't really think it is either, but it'll do. It'll do. This is I have a picture from that trip I was talking about when we went there for our anniversary, and I never did get to journal it. I never did get to use these in the journal, but this was kind of on the beach. Well, actually, it was down the pier where all the boats are. And so that was kind of a picture of us. And then this was when we went and rode those really fast go-karts. I got so claustrophobic in that helmet. Oh my goodness. That was rough. But they had these like disposable stocking things you wore over your head and just your eyes showed. And that was rough. That was really rough. I had a hard time with that. While I'm doing this, let me see if I can live with something like this on this page. I don't know if it's, don't like that one. This one actually has enough of the green and the gold and the blue that maybe it's, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not going to glue that one in yet anyway. I'm going to wait because I know I have, I actually think I have some of it right here. Maybe. Well, I have some letters I could spell out happy birthday maybe. And I'm sure that I have some stickers. Let's see. How long have we been talking? Oh my goodness, 45 minutes already. Good grief. What in the world do I do? Talk too much. That's what I do. Okay, so let me figure out what I have. I took a picture of, okay, so Allison posted something or maybe showed a picture in one of her videos, and it was of the carpet. So that was when I saw it when we were over there, and that made me go through and look at the vibrant carpet. And that's the chips that we won on a Full House playing Mississippi Stud. That was nice. But this carpet. And then when we were on the way home, the welcome station at the Alabama Mississippi state line, it is the most beautiful welcome center I think I've ever seen. And it's fairly new. And they have, this is in the tile in the ground. It's a shark, a mahi-mahi, and redfish. Wait, red snapper. So, thanks, Allison. You got me taking pictures of the floor everywhere I go. But it was fun. I mean, I already have been doing some of that for that Where I Stand Wednesday, but that was definitely not a Wednesday. I wouldn't have thought to do that. So, I'm glad that I saw that, because that really made for some interesting... let's see, the 11th. Yeah, this was... they did a free... The day we were leaving, they did a free... little slot tournament. We didn't win. I mean, we were one of the first ones in there because we were going to be leaving. And that was my score and his score, so he beat me, and that's all that mattered, right? Follow me? So, you know how that goes. And then this is the other thing I was going to show you. This is their cashier. That's the carpet, but that cashier, it looks so retro to me. What would that be? 60s, late 60s, early 70s maybe. It's so cool. So, and it arches. So, I thought that was pretty neat. So, anyway, all of this is going to go on here. And I could hunt. I could spend about 5 minutes and see if I can hunt. We're obviously not going to have time to do another page. I'll do that one off camera. We could just hunt through some birthday stickers. Oh, I know what we could do. We could, except I've already done that. I did that without you. Hope you don't mind. But we could find some more. So I have, this was the birthday, and then I did take, because we were staying, we had 3 nights. We ended up only staying 2, which was fine. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to stay that second night, but we did. And let's see, party. Yeah, I could actually put, where did that go? I could actually, nope, not that day. This day. I could put her. Let me see if I find one I like better. This one has the green. I could do the balloons. Let me see if there's an actual birthday. Here we go. And this one, oh, look. Look at how this worked out. Would you look at this? Now, it probably won't show up. But look, it's got the purple, the green, and she's got a gold bow in her hair. How funny is that? I'm going to stick it right here. I'm probably going to have to put something white behind that for her to show up. Here's like a little white piece of paper. So I might have to put her on a piece of paper and then put her on there for her to stand out. So, but isn't that cute? Okay, good. I'm glad I did that. Well, let me get back to my monthly view here, my calendar. And alrighty, I gave myself one backpack that had, here's some more party. We didn't do any shopping. I did get cake. I got ice cream actually. But, I think I put celebrate, get away, happy birthday. So I've already done that for this day. Oh, but I did allow myself one bag of my journal stuff. And I did actually use it. I'm still trying to finish up all the journaling in my January. I'm not that behind. July. Let's see. What's today? 21st. Let's see. This was... Oh, I know what. Trash. We carried out. That was when my niece came and helped, and when she comes and uses the real vacuum, it's so nice because then my floors actually get clean. The one I have to use is like a battery operated one or rechargeable, and it just doesn't. It does good enough. It's good enough. It just doesn't do it as well. Let's see if I can go back and add. You know you're reaching when you are just trying to put trash stickers on your journal. But, let's see, trash day. So I did go back and I did some journaling in these earlier pages. And I didn't do that one yet, but I did some of these other pages. So did that one. So I did take some stuff. I did a little bit of, you know, in my January. I still want to do a flip through, even if it's going to end up being the end of February when I get it done. But I still want to do it. So I had a little crafty sticker right there. So what else? This was when we, nope, this was when we came back. Yeah, I was really sleepy. So that was when I knew I started not feeling all that great. Oh, how cute. Look at this little sticker book. It actually is a sticker of a sticker book. So I took my stickers with me and I did some of that. This is so much fun. I'm enjoying this, I think, more than the journal itself. I've never really let myself use my stickers before, and I'm really having fun with it. So, oh, we did do 2 pages, kind of, sort of. When I find that die, I'm going to go back and do either a white one or a blue or something other than that hot pink. So I did that. I can go in with some markers and, you know, do some different bordering and stuff like that. Or washi tape. Washi tape's great for that. Oh, yeah, that's right. And we had, yeah. Remember the avalanche? Oh, that's where part of my time went, too. I remember now. This might go down that middle right there. I have a feeling this is not gonna stick. Part of the backing has already been off of it and it wasn't sticking, so that should tell you something. Or it's just gonna stick to the paper. Okay, I don't like this kind of washi. I've heard somebody else say they don't like this kind of washi. And I probably should run a little itty tidbit of glue. Let's see if I can get this corner in here. Okay. Let's see. Do that without making a huge mess of it. There. Oh, I wrinkled it, but that's okay. Life is an adventure. Alrighty. Yay, I used some of that. Alright. Actually, I like this better. I think this matches this page better. Matches that one better. I did the lemon washi because, you know, you think of slot machines and you think of the lemons and oranges and cherries. And, I mean, those are like the slot machines of the old, you know, the old times. Not olden days. Older machines, like when they first came out. Yep, I hit some wilds and the play was free because I had free play. There we go. Wild and free. Too bad I can't run that all the way across, but I might fix that later, but leaving it for now. Oh, and I did not even come close to being straight again. You know how I know? Because there's lines. Now, why can I not figure out how to use these lines to line up my washi? Okay. Alrighty. Well, I did a little bit of decorating, not much, but you get the point. And I will probably put that on here. Maybe. Let's see, you're not going to be able to read it. Oh, sure we can. I'm going to go this way though. And then I've probably been yammering for an hour. Yep, pretty close. So, try to do it this way and that away. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fold it over. Well, I might a hair. Just a hair. That is some good sticking washi though. I do have to say that. It sticks pretty well. There. Alright, I feel like I got some decoration on it. Fold it over just a smidge. And then actually, just because I like it over the edge, and then I can go back if I want to add more washi on this side, I can do that, but I don't have to. But I like the feel of it when you're thumbing through the days. I like the feel of that washi when it's over the edge like that. You know, it just makes it more substantial. So, okay, well that's a wrap. And sorry I yammered so long again, but it's easy to do when you take so long to journal. But I just wanted to come in and create and have some fun, and I did it. So I hope that you enjoy when I bring you along. And I'm going to work on some of this next page or so, and then I'll bring you back for another couple of pages. So let me know if you like that format, or if you'd rather see me, like, do you prefer to see somebody work in start to finish on one page? Or do you want to see kind of the flipping back and forth, adding pictures here in the stories, that sort of thing? So let me know in the comments. And if you don't mind, thumbs up, thumbs down, something. I mean, preferably a thumbs up, obviously. But some interaction, and it helps out my channel. And subscribe if you haven't. Click the notification bell. And I will see you on the next page. Bye.